Welcome to Stoic Origin. Take a breath, because what I'm about to tell you might change the way you see people forever. Let me ask you something. Have you ever noticed someone treating you differently, even though you did nothing wrong? Ever felt an energy shift? A sudden coldness? A strange attitude you didn't deserve? Have you ever wondered, why do some people dislike me when I've never harmed them? Why do people pull away the moment I start improving? Why do I threaten people by simply existing? If you've ever asked yourself those questions, then this video is going to hit harder than you expect, because the truth is, people don't hate you for what you did. They hate you for what you represent. Today we'll break down 7 hidden reasons people secretly hate you, using Stoic wisdom, human behavior, and raw psychological truth. Some of these reasons may shock you, some may free you, and some may finally explain the behavior you've been confused about for years. So, sit back, relax your shoulders, open your mind, and let's begin. 1. Your confidence exposes their deepest insecurities. Confidence is rare, not the loud, bragging type, not the look-at-me type, but the steady, grounded confidence that radiates without trying. When you walk into a room with presence, when your head is up, when your energy is centered, when you know who you are, it shakes people who don't know who they are. Your confidence becomes a mirror, and mirrors don't lie. It reflects their doubt, fear, insecurity, shame, unresolved wounds, and instead of fixing themselves, many choose the easier option, resenting you. Marcus Aurelius once said, "The soul becomes dyed with the color of its thoughts." When someone's inner world is full of insecurity, your strength feels like an accusation, even though you did nothing but show up. Your confidence announces, "I know my worth." Their insecurity whispers, "I don't." And that contrast? It frustrates them. It threatens them. It exposes them. People rarely hate who you are. They hate the parts of themselves they're reminded of. 2. You don't need validation, and it breaks their ego. Most people need approval like oxygen. They need reassurance. They crave attention. They rely on others to feel alive. But you move with a different rhythm. Your validation doesn't come from likes, followers, or applause. It comes from discipline, from knowing your values, from building your inner world. You don't chase acceptance. You don't beg to be chosen. You don't rely on anyone to define you. And in a society obsessed with being seen, someone who doesn't need external validation becomes extremely intimidating. Epictetus said, "No man is free who is not master of himself." And self-mastery destroys the illusion people create of superiority. When they can't influence your emotions, when they can't shake your identity, when they can't manipulate your sense of worth, their ego feels attacked. Your independence reminds them how dependent they are. Your stability highlights their instability. Your self-validation takes away their power. People fear what they cannot control, and they secretly hate what they cannot influence. 3. Your boundaries reveal their hidden manipulation. Let me tell you a universal truth. Weak people hate strong boundaries. Why? Because boundaries remove their access to the version of you they benefited from. When you finally start saying, "No, I don't have time. That makes me uncomfortable. I won't tolerate that." Suddenly, they call you distant, different, selfish, cold, unreasonable. But here's the twist. They never had a problem when you overgave. They had a problem when you stopped. Stoicism teaches this. To be calm is the highest achievement of the self. And part of being calm is protecting your peace with ruthless clarity. Your boundaries disrupt their ability to drain your energy. Your boundaries expose their hidden expectations. Your boundaries take away their power to manipulate you. This is why some people secretly hate you. Your boundaries don't block love. They block exploitation. And people who only loved what you provided, not who you are, never forgive you for choosing yourself. 4. Your calmness frustrates their chaos. Some people are addicted to drama. Chaos is their comfort zone. Arguments are their language. Reaction is their fuel. They thrive when others are emotionally unstable because it gives them control. But you're different. You don't respond instantly. You don't fall into emotional traps. You don't let people push your buttons. Your calmness is terrifying to them because they cannot manipulate someone who isn't reactive. When you remain composed, when you speak with clarity instead of anger, when you choose silence over emotional warfare, they lose power. Seneca said, "He who angers you conquers you." By refusing to be provoked, you take back dominance over the situation. Your emotional discipline forces people to confront their own emotional immaturity. Some people don't want peace. They want a reaction. When you don't give it to them, they hate you for it. Your calmness exposes their chaos. Your stillness exposes their instability. Your emotional strength exposes their weakness. 5. You've outgrown their level and they feel left behind. Here's something people don't admit. Growth makes people uncomfortable, especially those who refuse to grow with you. When you start elevating your mindset, when you become more disciplined, when you stop entertaining negativity, when you stop gossiping, complaining, or wasting time, people around you feel threatened, not because you're judging them, but because your growth reminds them of their stagnation. It exposes their excuses. It challenges their comfort zone. It forces them to see what they could be, but choose not to be. People want company in their misery. Misery loves friends. And when you outgrow their level, they suddenly don't like your vibe. They accuse you of acting different. They say, "You changed." But the truth is, you didn't change. You just stopped shrinking. Stoicism teaches this: the greater the difficulty, the greater the glory in overcoming it. But some people want glory without difficulty, so they resent those who work for it. You became the person they told themselves they would one day become, and that hurts them more than your success ever will. 6. Your success. Highlights. Their unused potential. People compare constantly. Your achievements, your mindset, your improvement, your discipline, your elevation, become a painful reminder of their wasted time, wasted talent, and wasted chances. Your progress isn't the problem. Their lack of progress is. Your success whispers uncomfortable truths. You could have done better. You had the same time. You could have made progress too. You chose comfort instead of growth. And instead of reflecting, instead of evolving, instead of stepping up, they project. They blame you. They invent reasons to dislike you. They downplay your efforts. They pretend your journey was easier. Stoicism says, envy is the sorrow of another's good. And many would rather resent your rise than confront their failure to rise with you. You didn't harm anyone by leveling up. You only exposed their decision to stay the same. 7. Your authenticity exposes their fake identity. This is the deepest reason of all. Most people curate a version of themselves. They pretend to be confident, pretend to be wise, pretend to have it all together, pretend to be spiritual, pretend to be humble, pretend to be strong. But your authenticity, Your raw honesty, your realness, ruins their performance. You're not pretending. You're not performing. You're not masking yourself. Your presence reveals who they wish they were, and who they pretend to be. Your honesty exposes their lies. Your humility exposes their arrogance. Your discipline exposes their laziness. Your self-awareness exposes their denial. People don't hate real people for being real. They hate real people for exposing their fake world. You didn't break them. Your authenticity broke their illusion. That's why they secretly resent you. The truth, most people never hear. People rarely hate you for who you are. They hate you for your confidence, your standards, your emotional maturity, your boundaries, your success, your authenticity, your calmness, your self-respect. You represent everything they're refusing to become. Marcus Aurelius said, "The mind adapts and turns obstacles into fuel. Let their hate become your fuel. Let their judgment sharpen your discipline. Let their discomfort confirm your growth. Let their resentment remind you that you are leveling up. When people can't manipulate you, they mislabel you. When people can't control you, they criticize you. When people can't break you, they isolate you. But listen closely. The people who resent your strength were never meant to walk with you. You're rising. You're evolving. You're becoming the highest version of yourself. And that journey requires losing people who refuse to grow. Stay calm. Stay disciplined. Stay real. Stay grounded. This is the path of Stoic origin, a path few have the courage to walk. If this message opened your eyes, if it made something inside you shift, if it helped you understand your story, then show some love. Like this video, share it with someone who needs it, and subscribe to Stoic Origin for more videos that elevate your mind and strengthen your spirit. Your journey is just beginning. I'm here with you the whole way.